Now this is up to n. Therefore, one term extra you should
This
get
call
it.
is now being recorded.
Is equal to 1 minus a power 1 minus a power. What is that? You can write it. It is equal to, here one extra means here also you will. So one extra means what is that? Plus 1. That is n, you will get it. Here also one extra. N plus 1 divided by, sorry, n plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. That's how we should get it. So what is that you should understand is 0 to n is there, you will get n plus 1. If you have 0 to n minus 1 is there, you will get end up at n itself. Right? That's what we can understand from this. Third one. Summation n varies from 0 to infinity a power n. So use the same relation. So what is that? You can write it. Summation n varies from 0 to infinity. Okay, right. So let us say you take, we know that is equal to 1. Its value is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus a. For magnitude of a is less than 1. It is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. Okay, how to do this one? Not, we know that summation n varies from 0 to n, a power n is equal to 1 minus a to the power of n plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. Now you put n tends to infinity. If n tends to infinity, summation 0 to infinity a power n, which is equal to 1 minus a power infinity divided by 1 minus a. Okay, right. What is this a power infinity? Many students will give the wrong answer when I say ask this question. A power infinity is, sir, it is infinity. Someone will say 0. What exactly this one? I don't know. Just I'll check it out. What is a power infinity? I'll take 1. A is equal to 2. I will take it 1. A is equal to half. I will take it. Then you will understand that. Okay, right. So what is that we have? 2 to the power. First you start from 2 to the power infinity means the value is goes on increase up to, take the value of n up to infinity. So what is that we have? A to 2 to the power of 0. 1, 2 to the power of 1, 2, 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 2, 2 to the power of 2 is 4, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, 2 to the power of, what is that, 4, 2 to the power of 4 is 16, so on it will, okay. Now we take 8, a is equal to half, half to the power of 0, 1, half to the power of 1, half, half to the power of 2, 1 by 4, half to the power of 3, 1 by 8, half to the power of 4, 1 by 16, so on. When you see this value, what will happen is, when a is equal to 2, the value is goes on increasing. If it is goes on increasing, the last value will be what? Highest value is infinity, will get it. If it goes on decreasing, what is the last value? Last value is 0. Okay. Don't go for negative. Negative value doesn't mean meaning. So what is that we have is 1 to, so when the magnitude of a is greater than 1, if the magnitude of a is greater than 1, a to the power of infinity is what? A to the power of infinity is equal to infinity. If the magnitude of a is less than 1, that is half, then a to the power of infinity is, a to the power of infinity is 0. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. This can be written as summation n varies from 0 to infinity a power n is equal to 1 minus a power infinity divided by 1 minus a. So this value will be a to the power of infinity is equal to what? Is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1 and is equal to 0 for magnitude of a is less than 1. You apply that. Okay. When greater than 1, so when less than 1 is there, when less than 1 is there, its value is equal to 0. So therefore, what will you get? 1 minus 0 divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a is less than 1. Because a power infinity becomes 0. For a greater than 1 means what? Infinity. 1 minus infinity divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a is greater than 1. It is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1. Summation n varies from 0 to infinity. Okay, so that's how we get the result. Next, fourth one. Summation n varies from k to infinity. A power n is equal to a power k divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1. Okay, once again, same thing we will have. Okay, take this one LHS. Summation n varies from k to infinity. A power n is equal to, start from k. A power k. Next term is a power k plus 1. Next term is a power k plus 2 plus so on. Okay, right. Now you take out a to the power of k outside. 1 plus a square plus so on. It's nothing but equal to a to the power of k and summation n varies from 0 to infinity a power n. No? Same thing only. Give the value a to the power of 0, 1, a to the power of 1, a to the power of 2, a square. So on we will get it. So this you know it now. A to the power of k is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a is less than 1. It is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. So the last result. This one is last result only now. That I substituted. Now you multiply it, which is equal to a power k divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. That is your summation n varies from k to infinity a power k. Okay, right. Next, we shall move on to fifth one. So this is another important result. What we have? Fifth one. Summation n varies from n1 to n2. A power n is equal to a power n1 minus a power n2 plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. How to get this one? A very simple one. So here we want it from n1 to n2. We don't have formula. Therefore, what is that is 0 to, let us say, n2 you take it. I want from n1 to n2. Let us say this is n1. You want this sum. Summation means adding from n1 to n2. Okay, right. The term before this one is what? n1 minus 1. So if you want to get up to, what is that? n1 to n2, what you should do is out of 0 to n2, subtract 0 to n1 minus 1. Then we left out with what? n1 minus 2. Sorry, n1 to n2 you will get it. That means this can be written as is equal to, this can be, LHS can be written as summation n varies from 0 to n2 a power n minus summation n varies from 0 to n1 minus 1 a power n. Okay. Now LHS is equal to, we know the formula. So this is from 1, 2. This is from 1. Both the results you put it. From first one result is what? This one, second one result is 1 minus a power n2 plus 1 divided by 1 minus a minus. From the first one, first result, what is that we have? 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1 means what? 1 minus a power n1 divided by 1 minus a. So now you take the LCM as 1 minus a. 1 minus a to the power of n2 plus 1 minus 1 plus a power n1. Minus 1 plus 1 gets cancelled. A power n1 minus a power n2 plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. That is your summation n varies from n1 to n2 a power n. That's how we should do it. Okay. That is your fifth result. And the sixth one, summation n varies from 0 to infinity n into a power n is equal to a divided by 1 minus a whole square for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. So these results are very, very important while solving the problems. Without that, many discrete problems we cannot do it only. Okay. So therefore, we should take care of this formula. Right. So we know that. What is that you know? Summation n varies from 0 to infinity a power n is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. Differentiate. If you differentiate what summation n varies from where to where? 0 to infinity. A to the power of n differentiation is what? N into a to the power of n minus 1. And differentiation of 1 divided by 1 minus a, denominator whole square. 1 minus a whole square. Denominator into d by dx of numerator is what? Constant 0. Minus numerator into d by dx of denominator 1 is 0. Minus a is minus 1. And is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1, for magnitude of a is less than 1. Okay, right. Multiply it. 1 into minus plus. Summation n varies from 0 to infinity. 0 to infinity. A power n is equal to n into a power n minus 1 is equal to n into a power n minus 1 is equal to minus into minus plus 1 divided by 1 minus a whole square for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. See this. In this last one, minus differentiation minus 2 minus plus 1 divided by 1 minus a whole square for magnitude of a less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1. Now multiply by a on both sides. Multiply by a. What will you get? Summation n varies from 0 to infinity n into a power n is equal to a divided by 1 minus a whole square for magnitude of a less than 1 is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than. That's how we should do it. That is our sixth one. Seventh one. What is summation a to b 1? This derivation we need to do. Summation a to b 1 is equal to what? Okay, right. Right. Summation a to b 1 is equal to what? This we can find out. So let us we shall do it first and then we write the result. Okay. Summation n varies from, let us say, 1 to 2. 1 means what? N is equal to 1. What is the value? 1. N is equal to 2 also its value is 1 only. Therefore its value is 2. N varies from 1 to 5. 1 to 5 means 1 is what? For 1 its value is 1. For 2 its value is 1. For 3 also n is equal to 2 because it's not n dependent. It is independent of n. So therefore what will happen is this is a constant for all the value from n varies from 1 to 5. N is equal to 1, its value is 1. N is equal to 2 also it is 1. 3, 4, 5. 1 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So answer is now. Summation n varies from 0 to 10. 1 is what? 0 to 0 its value is 1. 1 its value is 1. Like that 0 to 10 we have 10 values now. So therefore what will you get? Answer is 0 to 10 we have 11 values. So therefore you will get 11. Now 0 to 10 you will get 11. Okay. 0 to 5. 0 to 5 you have 6 values. You will get answer as 6. What is that you can understand from this? 0 to 5 it is 6. 0 to 10 it is 11. Therefore, what is that you can write it? Okay. Let us say n varies from 2 to 4. 2 to 4, 1. 2 to 4, 1 means what? 2 its value is 1. 3 its value is 1. Plus 4 its value is 1. It is 3. 2 to 4 it is 3. So then what to do? So now can we give a, see, 3 is nothing but what? Highest minus 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 10 minus 0 is 10 plus 1 is 11. 5 minus 0 plus 1 is 6. 2 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. So whenever we have A to B, 1 is B minus A plus 1 is the answer. So that's how we get the formula. So generalization of the numerical method is the general formula you will get. So these are the 7 equations. You should write all these things in your last page of your notebook. I'm going to ask these formulae repeatedly. I'll list out all these things in a single page. 1. Summation n varies from 0 to n minus 1 a power n is equal to summation n varies from 0 to n minus 1 a power n is equal to 1 minus a power n divided by 1 minus a. Okay, that is the formula for this. Second one, summation n varies from 0 to n a power n is equal to 1 minus a power n plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. And third one, summation n varies from 0 to infinity a power n is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of a is less than 1 and is equal to infinity for magnitude of a greater than 1. Fourth one, summation n varies from k to infinity a power n is equal to a to the power of k divided by 1 minus a for magnitude of n is less than 1 and is equal to infinity, magnitude of a is greater than 1. Fifth one, summation n varies from n1 to n2 a power n is equal to a to the power of n1 minus a to the power of n2 plus 1 divided by 1 minus a. And sixth one, summation n varies from 0 to infinity n into a power n is equal to what is that? You can write it a divided by 1 minus a whole square for magnitude of a is less than 1 is equal to infinity for magnitude of a is greater than 1. The last one is summation n varies from a to b, not necessarily a, it can n, it can be anything. Any parameter varies from a to b, 1 is equal to b minus a plus 1. Let us say summation a to b 2 or 3 is there. What you should do? Take 3 outside. Summation n varies from a to b 1 you will get. 3 you take outside, which is nothing but equal to 3 into b minus a plus. So this kind of formula we are going to use while doing the summation problem. Particularly when we are doing the discrete problems, we come across this kind of formula. These 7 formulae are the very, very important formulae which are used for solving the problems related to summation. Okay. Now, based on this, how to solve the problems on energy and power. Okay, right. Now, based on this, I'll do one problem. One of the examination problems says that check whether the signal is energy or power signal. The problem number is 58. X of n is equal to 1 by 3 whole to the power of n. 1 by 3 whole to the power of n. This is a for 2 marks or 3 marks or sometimes 4 marks question also. In this paper, it was 2 marks only. Check whether it's a energy or power thing. First, what you should do? You should check whether it's a periodic or not. N is equal to 0. Give the value and sketch it. Then you will understand that. At 0, its value is 1 by 3 to the power of 0 is 1. At 1, its value is 1 by 3. At 2, its value is 1 by 9. So on, you will get it. So therefore, it is not repeating at all. With same amplitude, it's not repeating. Therefore, it is aperiodic. Aperiodic means you should do energy. Energy is equal to what? Summation n varies from minus infinity to plus infinity, magnitude of x of n whole square, which is nothing but equal to 1 by 3 into to the power of n into u of n. So when it is multiplied by u of n, it is ranging from 0 to infinity. Negative values will not be there. Therefore, summation n varies from, even though summation is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, since the signal is multiplied by u of n, it is ranging from 0 to infinity only. 1 by 3 whole to the power of n into u of n. U of n is what? Its value is 1 from 0 to infinity. That's why I have written 1. Nothing is there. And this one, x of n whole square, is nothing but equal to summation n varies from 0 to infinity 1 by 3 whole to the power of 2n, which is equal to summation n 0 to infinity 1 by 3 whole square whole to the power of n. We can write it because a to the power of m whole to the power of n is a to the power of mn, or a to the power of mn can be written reverse, right? So therefore we can write it as summation n varies from 0 to infinity 1 by 3 whole square is 1 by 9 whole to the power of n, which is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 9 for n less than 1, right? See, value is less than 1 now. 1 by 9 is less than 1. Therefore, this is the only value you will get it. Therefore, 1 divided by 1, that is 8 by 9, which is equal to 9 by 8. Energy is equal to 9 by 8 joules. Therefore, it is a finite value less than infinity. Therefore, energy lies between 0 to infinity. It's called energy signal. Okay, right. Now let us move on to one more problem. Another examination problem. Same kind. X of n equal to 4 whole to the power of n into u of n. Same method you should follow. Summation n. Sketch it. What will you get at 0? Since multiply by u of n now, we should take the values 1 only from 0 to infinity. Your elementary signal is u of elementary signal u of n is used to fix the range for your signal 1 by 4 to the power of n, and its value is 1 only at 0. Therefore, you should take it, sketch it from 0 to infinity only. At 0, its value is 1 by 4 to the power of 0 is 1. Okay. At 1, 1 by 4. At 2, 1 by 16. So on. So it is a period. It's not repeating. Summation n varies from 0 to infinity. What is that we have? 1 by 4 to the power of n whole square. This can be written as summation n varies from 0 to infinity 1 by 4 whole to the power of 2n. So which is equal to summation n varies from 0 to infinity 1 by 4 whole square whole to the power of n, which is equal to summation n varies from 0 to infinity 1 by 4 whole square is 1 by 16 to the power of n. The value is less than 1, which is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus 1 by 16. Okay. So because its value is less than 1, magnitude of A is less than 1 here. So formula. Use the formula. What is that? Which formula will you use? 0 to infinity formula. Third formula, you should use it. Less than 1, it is 1 or otherwise infinity. There's less than 1 only, no. Because it's 1 by 16 is less than 1. Therefore, what will you get? 16 divided by 16 minus 1 is 15. Less than infinity. Therefore, energy lies between 0 to infinity, which is the energy. Okay. That's how we should do it. So this kind of problems are common in the examination. Another examination problem. X of t is equal to a into cos of omega t plus theta. Omega t plus theta. Okay, right. Now, any periodic cos and trigonometric individual functions are always periodic, we said, no? So therefore, it is periodic only. Once it is periodic, you need to calculate power. Okay, right. So it is periodic. What is the period? Theta does not affect the periodicity of the signal, no? Therefore, what you should do? omega t should be equal to 2 pi k. Therefore, t is equal to 2 pi by omega into k. Therefore, t naught is equal to 2 pi by omega. It is the period. Therefore, what is that? You can write it. Power is equal to 1 by 2 pi by omega period. So, power formula also I'll write it. 1 by the period t, integration for the period t, magnitude of x of t whole square dt. That is the formula for the power. Therefore, what I should write it? Power is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi by omega, integration from for the period 0 to 2 pi by omega, x squared on means a squared cos squared omega t plus theta into dt. Okay, right. Now what is that you can write? A square you take common. P is equal to a square. This omega will go to numerator. A square by omega, a square by omega divided by 2 pi. Cos square theta is nothing but what? Cos square theta is nothing but 1 plus cos 2 theta divided by 2. 1 plus cos of 2 omega t plus 2 theta divided by 2. Okay, right. Dt. Which is nothing but equal to what? Power is equal to a squared by omega into 1 by split it and do it the integration. Integration of 1 by 2, 1 by 2 t plus integration of cos of 2 omega t plus 2 theta is nothing but equal to what? 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into sine of 2 omega t plus 2 theta divided by the differentiation of 2 omega t plus theta is 2 omega t differentiation is 2 omega, 2 theta is 0. Okay, between the limits 0 to 2 pi by omega, which is nothing but equal to power is equal to a squared omega divided by 2 pi. Sorry, this is 2 pi. By 2 pi into half into 2 pi by omega upper limit plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 into upper limit. What is that? You can write it sine of 2 pi by omega. T is equal to 2 pi by omega. Omega gets cancelled. 2 pi 2 pi 2 into 2 4 pi. 4 pi plus 2 theta is 2 theta only. Therefore sine 2 theta you will get it. So this is 1 by 4 omega minus lower limit. Lower limit is 0 plus this one half into this 4 omega into, so what is that? Put 0. Sine 0 is nothing but sine 0 is, sorry, omega t is 0. Therefore sine 2 theta. Sine 2 theta you will get it. Okay, right? So this is minus into plus is minus. Therefore sine 2 theta by omega 4 omega sine 2 theta by this minus is there. This is plus is there. Plus minus 0 you will get it. 2 gets cancelled. Omega gets cancelled. Pi gets cancelled. What is that we left out? A square by 2. So power is equal to a square by 2. Okay, so that's how we should do it, and which is less than infinity. Therefore, power lies, if we say that power lies between 0 to infinity, which is less than infinity, therefore it is a finite power signal. So much we need to do. Actually, for electronics, it is like that. Let us say in electrical, a signal is there. Note. How we do the same thing? A cos of omega t plus theta. Okay, right. What is, let us see if you have a signal like this, x of t is equal to, what is that? You can write it. Power is equal to what? Vrms square. Vrms square divided by R, no? If R is equal to 1, what will you get? Vrms square. Vrms is nothing but equal to what? V is equal to Vm by root 2. Vm by root 2 whole square. Power is equal to Vm square divided by root 2. Vm square divided by 2 you will get. Vm is nothing but maximum value. What is the maximum value? A. Therefore, a square by 2. Directly we'll get it. But this method is not allowed. Thus, we need to check for the periodicity. Based on that, we should check whether it is a power or energy signal, right? So this is just for verification. You can do this way. So this is the electrical method what you studied in your first semester. But now we cannot use this one. According to your periodicity and all, you should calculate. From that only, then only we'll get the full marks, all that, right? So this is one problem what we have seen. Another examination problem, what we have is x of t is equal to e to the power of minus at u of t for a greater than 0. Okay, right. E to the power of minus at means what? It is gradually decreasing, exponentially decay. Minus means decaying. Sir, how do you know that this is decaying? Because when you say that e to the power of minus at, give the value for, let us say a is equal to some constant value take. Let us say you take a is equal to 1. Give the values. E to the power of minus 1, e to the power of minus 2, e to the power of minus 3. The values goes on decreasing. You can calculate using calculator. So therefore, it is exponential decaying, we say. If that is the case, it is aperiodic. Once again, it is not repeating. Therefore, energy is equal to integration from where to where? Integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, magnitude of x of t whole square dt. Energy is equal to, even though integration is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, my signal is ranging from 0 to infinity, e to the power of minus at whole square dt is equal to 0 to infinity e to the power of minus 2at dt. Integrate this one, e to the power of minus 2at, integrating it, e to the power of minus 2at divided by minus 2a between the limits 0 to infinity, minus 1 by 2a into e to the power of minus infinity is 0, minus e to the power of 0 is 1, minus into minus plus 1 over 2a. So e is equal to 1 over 2a, which is less than infinity. Therefore, it is the energy signal. Okay. So that's how we should do it. Now let's move on to another problem. #61, #62. X of t is equal to, this is also an examination problem, t into u of t. We sketch it first. T means, u of t means 0 to infinity only. So t means at 0 its value is 0, at 1 its value is 1, at 2 its value is 2. So this is what t, a straight line. Okay, right. So 0 to infinity only, yeah. So therefore, what is that? You can write it. This is aperiodic. It's not, once again, it is not repeating. So energy is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity, magnitude of x of t whole square dt. So energy is equal to integration from 0 to infinity, t means t square, because power no, t square dt. Since u of t is there, instead of minus infinity to plus infinity, we should take it from 0 to infinity t square. Integration is t cube by 3 between the limit 0 to infinity, which is equal to upper limit infinity, lower limit 0. Infinity minus 0 is infinity, you will get it. Okay. So since it is aperiodic, it should be energy signal. But energy is not finite, it cannot be energy signal. So since it is aperiodic, it cannot be power signal. Therefore, neither energy, this signal is what? Neither energy nor power signal. The reason behind this one is what? Since it is a aperiodic signal, it should be energy signal. But energy is not finite, it cannot be energy signal. So it is cannot be power signal, it cannot be energy signal. Therefore, we can write it as what? Neither energy nor power signal, we can write it. Now let us move on to another problem. So it is an examination problem from your prescribed textbook. He writes this way. a rectangular pulse x of t is equal to a for t lies between 0 to t and is equal to 0 elsewhere is applied to an integrator. So that means this x of t is applied to an integrator. X of t is applied to an integrator. Find the energy of the total output y of t. That means we'll have to find out the energy of the total output y of t. The integrator is what? The y of t is equal to y of t is the output is what? Integration of the input. Y of t is integration from 0 to t x of tau d tau. So integrate the input. See what you should do. Integrate the input signal, and for that you find the energy of the signal. That not the x of t. X of t is given to integrator. The output of the integrator will get some signal. For that signal, you find the energy. That's what the question is. So therefore, what you should do? So now this is signal 0 to t. We said no. Just get the signal 0 to t. Its value is what? A. So x of t is equal to a for t lies between 0 to t and is equal to 0 elsewhere. Okay, right. Y of t is equal to what? Integration of this one. Y of t is equal to x of tau d tau. That is nothing but equal to what? Integration of a is what? A tau d tau. For tau lies between 0 to t and is equal to 0 elsewhere. Therefore, y of t is equal to, substitute upper limit at, lower limit is 0, is equal to 0 elsewhere. This is for t lies between 0 to t only, capital T only. Now, find the energy of the y of t. Energy of the y of t. Energy of y of t. E y of t. Integration from 0 to infinity. Minus infinity to plus infinity. Magnitude of y of t whole square dt. Even though integration is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, my signal is ranging from 0 to capital T only. So 0 to t at whole square dt, which is equal to a square into t cube by 3 between the limits 0 to t, a square into t cube divided by 3. That is your energy signal. Energy of the signal. Since it's less than infinity, it's energy signal. So that kind of twisted question also we have seen. That means take the signal, integrate it, and after getting the integrating it, you'll get some signal. Find the energy of that signal. That's what he has asked in the question. So this is the question from your prescribed textbook, which was asked in one of the examinations. Okay, right? Well, let us move on to another problem. Problem number 64. This is also an examination problem for 8 marks in one paper. Another paper, it was 5 marks. Okay, right. So now it's taken from your prescribed textbook, Simon Haking. Okay. The Reiser cosine spectrum. The Reiser cosine spectrum, like this, he said. The Reiser cosine pulse, he said, not spectrum. Reiser cosine pulse is at 0. X of t is as shown in figure between minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega, and is defined by the equation x of t is equal to 1 by 2 into cos of omega t plus 1 for t lies between minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega, is equal to 0. Now, what kind of signal is this? Once again, it is not periodic only. So find the energy. What is this Reiser cosine? Don't worry about the Reiser cosine or falling cosine or whatever it is. Just it is a signal for us. But still, for your information, I am giving why are we calling it as Reiser cosine spectrum and where we are going to use this kind of signals, right? Reiser cosine means you all know that cos value is what? Cos will be something like this. At 0, it is maximum value. 0, its value is 1, cos 0, and rest it will be like this. Now, what I do is I'll add DC. If you add DC, it will rise. If you rise, it will rise to this way. Okay, that's why we call it Reiser cosine. Okay, Reiser cosine pulse we won't use it. Reiser cosine spectrum, this concept we use in 6th semester digital communication. Okay, right? So this we call it as Reiser cosine spectrum because it is Reiser cosine pulse. The pulse it is raised by adding a DC. This is one is there now. This one is a DC we are adding. By adding DC, we are raising it. That's why we call it Reiser cosine pulse. Okay, right? So therefore, we are going to get this one. X of t is equal to, right? If that is the case, what is this? This periodic or aperiodic? It's not repeating only, no? Sir, cos is there. Even though cos is there, if you fix the range, it becomes aperiodic. If the range is not fixed, it is periodic only. Right. So now what is that we have? Since cos function is fixed to a certain range, that means after this particular interval, it becomes 0. That means it is aperiodic. If it is continuously repeating, it becomes periodic. So therefore, it is aperiodic signal. We need to find out the energy. Energy is equal to integration from minus infinity to plus infinity magnitude of x of t whole square dt. Energy is equal to integration from minus, even though integration is there from minus infinity to plus infinity, my signal is ranging from minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega, square it 1 by 4 cos omega t plus 1 whole square dt, which is equal to integration from minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega cos omega t whole square. Cos omega t means cos squared omega t plus 1 plus 2 cos omega t, a plus b whole square dt. Now cos square theta is nothing but into 1 by 2. 1 by 4 is there, no? Sorry. 1 by 4, I will keep it outside. Now, this is nothing but equal to 1 by 4 into integration from minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega. Cos square theta is nothing but what? 1 plus cos of 2 omega t whole divided by 2 plus 1 plus 2 cos omega t. Integrate this one. So first you multiply it, all these things. Then you will get it as 1 by 4 into 1 by 2, 1 by 8, 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 cos of 2 omega t plus 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2 cos omega t dt. Integration from minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega. This is nothing but equal to minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is 3 by 8. You can check it out. So how to do directly like that? 1 by 4 is nothing but 2 1 by 8, no? 2 1 by 8 is nothing but 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 is 2 by 8. Okay, right. 2 by 8 plus 1 by 8 is 3 by 8. Okay, right. So 2 1 by 8 plus 1 1 by 8 is nothing but 3 1 by 8. That's why 3 by 8 you will get it. 3 by 8 plus 1 by 8 cos of 2 omega t plus 1 by 2 cos of omega t, you will get it into dt, which is nothing but equal to integrate this one 3 by 8 t plus 1 by 8 into cos is what? Sin 2 omega t divided by 2 omega integration plus 1 by 2 cos of omega t divided by omega. Sorry, cos is nothing but sin of omega t divided by omega between the limits minus pi by omega to plus pi by omega, which is nothing but equal to 3 by 8 into pi by omega. Upper limit first I'll do it. Pi by omega. Pi by omega is omega gets cancelled, sin 2 pi plus 0. Pi by omega. Pi by omega is omega gets cancelled, sin pi is what? 0. Next to minus lower limit. Lower limit is what is that we have 3 by 8. 3 by 8 into minus pi by omega plus 1 by 8 into substitute minus pi by omega. T is equal to minus pi by omega. Omega gets cancelled. Minus pi minus sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. Sin 2 pi is 0. Once again minus pi by omega. Sin of minus theta is minus. Minus will come outside. Pi by omega. Omega gets cancelled. We'll get sin pi. Sin pi is 0. Like this you can check it out. So all other values 3 by 8 pi by omega plus minus into minus plus 3 by 8 pi by omega plus 3 by 8 pi by omega, which is equal to 3 by 4 pi by omega. That is the required answer, right? That's how we should do it. Like this, we can solve any number of problems. Still, we will do many more problems. And so this is an examination problem, energy. So energy is less than infinity. Therefore, it is a energy signal. Like this, we can solve this problem. Right? We'll continue in the next class.